Hello all, welcome back to another coin video. This is Silver Helm Coins and Collectibles. Thank you for joining today. Today I would just like to make a short video showcasing some of my sterling silver coins. So for sterling silver, it needs to be 92.5% silver. And as you'll come to see with my collection, there was one common denominator, and that was that they were all struck for the British Empire. So we'll start with what was in Great Britain, and in fact the oldest coin I have is an 1826 1 shilling. So this one has the Emperor uh, Georgius IV. And if you were to look at there's like a lion and a crown and a rose, and then a Latin inscription on the side. So this coin is, as mentioned, as we see today, is 92.5% sterling silver. This one is a rather large coin, so the actual silver weight borders at around 5 grams. So that is quite an amount if you are looking at them to stack. I always love collecting shillings, especially if it's from the British Empire or from the various parts that was once part of them, as we'll come to see. But this is the oldest one. The wear is slightly, it was in circulation, but it is an interesting piece of history. Then the next one we have from Great Britain that they used was an 1889 1 shilling as well. So this one slightly different year. Well, I mean, lots of years in between. But this was also 92.5% silver sterling, and I actually did a video on what this is worth, and I believe that is Victoria or the Queen's Jubilee that they commemorate with this mint design. So also same thing, written in Latin, Queen Victoria. You can actually hear as I tap it that silver coins just have a distinctive sound to them, and they don't sound like copper nickel coins. So this one, 1 shilling, I'd say it's the same size. The actual silver weight would also sit around 5 grams, 4 to 5 grams. Okay, so those were from Great Britain. Now we look at the ones from a different part of the world, but that was still part of the British Empire, and that's a 1911 sixpence from Australia. Over 100 years of history. This coin's grade is actually quite good, and as is common with all of today's coins, it is made from sterling silver, so it's 92.5% silver. It is also, most of these coins are pre-decimal, so they work with pence and shillings. They don't work with the decimal system. So from the furthest outreach of the British Empire, I have a sixpence from Australia. Interesting. Absolutely love going through these coins, just spending time with them. Next up, from a country that's name has changed, its history has a lot of weight, and that is southern Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe. So previously it was also part of the British Empire, and they also struck their coins in certain years in sterling silver. So if it's in the 30s, be sure to check them out because they contain 92.5% silver. The sixpence, I have 2 of them. As you can see, it's also not a big coin, but there is an actual silver weight that is quite impressive for stacking. If you could manage to get a bunch of these, I would actually recommend that. This one looks to be a little bit more worn. Definitely a lot more worn. Maybe someone drove over it. And then, oh, these ones are actually quite interesting that I want to note now. is that was the previous emperor. He had the mustache, and then the first year that the new emperor came in, they minted this one. So that's also an interesting part of British history. So from southern Rhodesia, we have these sixpence coins. They were in circulation, so there were quite a few of them around, but I believe since then a lot of them have been melted for their silver, so I would actually hold on to these. And then lastly, to get a small coin, which is also from southern Rhodesia, the 1932 3p. So this one is same thing as the rest. It's still the previous emperor with the mustache. I believe it's George V. Yes, sorry. So from now on, I'll refer to these ones George V. That was the emperor at the time. So this tiny coin, even though it's small, it still has sterling silver. So it's not a lot, but it is high percentage silver, and I would absolutely recommend collecting coins from the British Empire. They have collector's appeal, they have actual silver weight, so when silver spot price goes up, the value of your coins will go up. So yes, I mean, I used to have a lot more. I have sold some, I have gotten rid of a few, but I think these ones I might just hold on to. So thank you guys for watching. This was my collection of sterling silver coins. If you would like to join the waitlist to my eBay store, link is in the description. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.